The Polar Express is no doubt my favorite Christmas film, and the very steam locomotive itself can be quite appealing for train enthusiasts like myself. But here's the thing, if the Polar Express were real, it would be illegal. Like, first off, when the train shows up and the conductor says it's going to the North Pole, the kid feels very skeptical at first about getting on, and that's reasonable. And then he actually does get on. And he, and the many other children on this train, are also going to the North Pole. That would count as mass child kidnapping, since even though the children consented to the trip, their parents didn't. Not to mention that they're being transported far away from the country, and then at one point they reach a large amount of ice that's somehow able to hold the weight of a steam locomotive with many passenger cars. And they had to deja vu the train's way to the tracks, which are far ahead, and quickly since the ice was cracking. They had to be quick. There's a lot to unpack here, and if the engineers didn't successfully steer the train and the children in the passenger cars drowned, they would have been charged quite seriously. I'm counting this as gross negligence and endangerment. Now for some more railroad-related issues. Diesel-electric locomotives are more common and practical for railroads these days, not only because they're more efficient, have lower maintenance costs, and in some ways are cleaner than steam, they have technology that steam doesn't have, like a positive train control and a radio. The Polar Express does not have either of those things, and a PTC is a Federal Railroad Administration requirement. And when the EPA sees the smoke from burning all that coal, let's just say they'd have their field day on this. Also, I'm not one to point fingers too much, but the Polar Express locomotive heavily resembles the Paramarquette 1225. This likely means that the blueprint of the original 1225 was temporarily stolen just to build the locomotive, so I can call that theft and design infringement. And that's why the Polar Express would be illegal.